The Law and the Legend, the Battle of Palo Duro. The year was 1888. The notorious Blackjack Ketchum and his gang had dynamited the Santa Fe Express, leaving a trail of smoke and shell casings across the Texas Panhandle. They had retreated into the jagged depths of Palo Duro Canyon, a natural fortress of redstone where no man dared follow. No man, that is, except U.S. Deputy Marshal Bass Reeves. Reeves had tracked them for 3 days, but as he moved into the mouth of the canyon, he realized he had been lured into a kill zone. Outlaws lined the rimrock above, their Winchesters glinting in the dying sun. Reeves, a man of iron will and unmatched duty, took cover behind a fallen cedar, his situation dire. The call of the shaman. Hundreds of miles away, the shaman, Eyes of the Storm, sat in a trance. He saw the great lawman about to be extinguished by a darkness that would tip the balance of the land. He reached out with his mind, sending a spiritual cry through the ether. A message meant only for the one man who walked with the spirits. John Vernon Baxter felt the pull in his chest. In an instant, the white buffalo appeared from the evening mist of the piney woods. Baxter swung onto its snowy back, and the Thunderbird launched from a nearby oak, its wings already gathering the electricity of 1,000 storms. The storm descends. Back in the canyon, as the outlaws prepared their final volley against Reeves, the air suddenly grew cold. A shadow, massive and terrifying, blanketed the canyon floor. The buffalo's arrival. With a sound like a mountain collapsing, the white buffalo charged over the canyon rim. It didn't fall. It descended on a path of solid air. Its hooves struck the earth with the force of an earthquake, causing the outlaws to lose their footing and their aim. The Thunderbird's wrath. The Thunderbird let out a screech that shattered the whiskey bottles in the outlaws' packs. Blue lightning arced from its wings, striking the rifles right out of the bandits' hands. The sky, which had been clear moments before, erupted into a localized hurricane of dust and static. The capture. Baxter rode the buffalo into the center of the camp, his duster whipping in the spirit wind. He looked down at the outlaws, his eyes glowing with the same violet fire as the shaman's. "Marshal Reeves," Baxter called out, his voice echoing like rolling thunder. "These men have disrupted the peace of the land. The spirits have judged them." Bass Reeves stepped out from behind his cover, dusting off his hat. He was a man who had seen much, but even he stared in awe at the white beast and the storm birds circling above. "I reckon the law's got a long reach, Baxter," Reeves said with a grim smile, "but I didn't know it reached all the way to the Great Spirit." Together, the legendary lawman and the Ghost Rider rounded up the gang. The outlaws, their spirits broken by the divine display of power, offered no resistance. They were bound in iron and led out of the canyon. The vanishing. As the moon rose, Baxter turned his white buffalo toward the Rio Grande. "Why help me?" Reeves asked as they reached the trail's end. "Because the shaman said you're a man of the balance," Baxter replied. "And as long as you keep the peace with your tin star, I'll keep the peace with the storm." With a single beat of the Thunderbird's wings, a flash of light blinded the trail for a second. When Reeves blinked, the white beast and the rider were gone, leaving nothing behind but the smell of ozone and the distant rumble of a storm that wasn't there.